Hey guys, so today I'm going to be testing out 4 different things from 2 different brands, and you saw the title, e.l.f. and Billion Dollar Beauty. Yes, I'm a bit obsessed with those brands right now. I tend to fixate on specific brands for a while and then move on to something else. So those are the 2 brands that I'm absolutely crazy about right now. So yeah, I picked up 4 different things from those brands, and I'm going to be testing those out with you today. So I already have on lip treatment, face primer, foundation, concealer, and setting powder. I have not been doing contour, blush, or highlighter on my face lately. It started off not using contour, then I stopped using highlighter. Now I stopped using blush. I don't know what's going on with that, but I like sort of a clean canvas, we'll say, and I want the focus to just be on eyes and lips, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That's just what I've been feeling. You don't have to use every category of makeup if you don't want to. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this. This is not one of the new products that I bought, but I'm gonna use this as my base today. This is the e.l.f. No Budge eyeshadow from the Mint Melt collection in the shade Mint for You. And yeah, I'm just gonna use this as my base. And I'm just gonna take my finger and run it across the top of this like that. And I'm putting the bulk of the product on my lid. And then what I'm going to do is what's left is going to be just blended into the crease, primarily in the outer area. And then I will just put a little bit in the other part of the crease, just like that. It's just a primer, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, technically it's an eyeshadow, but these can also be used as eyeliners. Okay, so that's what I'm using as a base today. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to show you that I picked up. I was at Walmart, and whenever I go to Walmart, I always like just to have to look at the makeup section. And I wasn't even planning on buying anything, but then I saw that they had the Mint Melt collection in store. Now, I've already placed multiple orders from the e.l.f. website and bought a lot of the products, but there were some things that I didn't buy that I was still interested in, and one of the things was the brush kit. I would say if somebody twisted my arm and said, "What's your favorite color?" I guess I would have to say mint green, because I am really drawn to it, always have been, and I just, once I saw these in person, I was like, how can I resist? See, the thing is, I don't need any more brushes, but brushes with mint green handles, oh, once they were right there in front of me, I couldn't help myself. So you get a shader brush, sort of a medium to large, I would say, shader brush, and then you get a blending brush, and then you get a like crease definer brush. So it's basically an eye brush kit. So I'm going to be testing that out today. And for eyeshadows, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Mint Melt eyeshadow in Mint to Be. There's 2 of them in this collection, so I'm going to use this one. Now, if you look at this palette, quick, this looks like a silver if you just look at it quick. But if you look at it more closely, it's actually a silver and mint mixed together. So I'm going to take the large shader brush and put some of that on this. And when I got home yesterday, I washed these brushes right away so that I could use them today. Okay, so I'm going to put some of that on the lids. Ooh, is that sparkly. And over the No Budge shadow stick, super pigmented. That's just going to enhance the pigmentation and prevent some fallout and, you know, the usual primer stuff. And the brush seems to be working quite well. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this crease definer type brush and go into that deep teal, I would say. So I'm going to pick some of that up. And I'm going to start on the outside corner, just doing small circles and moving inward. And then back out again. Putting a little bit on the outside part of the lid. Yeah, so I have most of this Mint Melt collection now. I would say I have like maybe 90% of it, and I really like it. I hope they do other collections like this that focus around these bite-sized palettes. You know, take like a color story and then build a whole collection around it. I would love that, because this collection, I've just been enjoying everything that I've been buying from it. Okay, so I'm just going to just barely tap my brush in there. Just take a little bit more. Okay, we can always go back and blend that more with the blending brush if we want to. Actually, let's do that now. Let's take that blending brush and go right on the outside edge of what I did and see how it blends. Oh, that works great. Okay, so these brushes work really nice. Okay, now I'm going to take a ES7 brush by Profusion, and this is like just a little detailer brush, and I'm going to pick up some more of that dark teal, and I'm going to smudge that on the lash line. Okay, and I'm going to play catch up with this eye and put on lash primer and mascara and come back, because I do have other products that I want to show you, so I don't want to spend too much time on this part, so be right back. Okay, so eyes are finished, and I did like those brushes. They all performed well, and I'm glad that I bought them, and I'm sure that I will continue to use them. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to be trying out is I mentioned in a previous video that I had bought the blonde brow powder from Billion Dollar Beauty. Well, I decided that I had tried it out and I thought it was a little warm, but I decided I would also get the brow pomade, and I wanted to see what would happen if I used a little bit of each one together, because they're quite different products. Here's my Billion Dollar Beauty box that I've made. And I'm just going to pop those out of the box. Okay, and I'm going to use this AOA Studio E133 brush. It's an angled brush and a spoolie. So here's what the blonde brow pomade looks like. So pretty dark and everything, but I just wanted to see how it would be if I used a little bit of the brow pomade and a little bit of the powder on top. Okay, so I'm going to start by doing like the front of my brow. And I'm being very careful and very precise because I don't want to put too much of this on. I just want to go very lightly and kind of structure the brows. Just doing very light, small strokes. Okay, just like that. So, well, maybe a little bit more on the outside part. Okay, now I'm going to flip it and just brush that through a little bit with the spoolie. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to use a little bit of the blonde brow powder. So back to the spoolie side. Just pick up a little bit of that. Did you see how much color that deposited? That's why I was trying to go light with the brow pomade. So I'm just barely touching that because this is quite pigmented. Okay, and then flip it again and brush that through. Okay, so as you can see, that's a really warm color. Even though I used the two products together and blended, I feel like it's just too warm for my hair color, because my hair color is like a platinum blonde type color. So yeah, I just don't think I can pull these off. But it isn't a waste because the brow powder is going to make a nice matte eyeshadow, and I'm going to use the brow pomade as an eyeliner. It wasn't intended to be used that way, but sometimes I like to multi-purpose products. I wouldn't recommend it because I don't know how eye safe that would be, but yeah, I might try that out. Should I try it out right now? Nah. Let's leave the eye look the way it is. If I do that, I might mess it up. So I would say that, yeah, I just can't use those as brow products because they're just too warm for my hair color. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Jason Wu lip liner in the shade Leave Me Alone. I don't remember if I showed you guys this or not. I picked this up at Target. They had filled the Jason Wu section. I think I did mention that. So I'm just going to line and fill in my lips. So I have this one in the shade Adored. And I really like them both. So I'm just pressing my lips to sort of mesh that color into my lips better. And this is another one of the e.l.f. products that I found at Walmart. This is the Lip Plumping Gloss from the Mint Melt collection, and it's called A Hint of Mint. So it's not really going to give you much in the way of color, but it smells like chocolate mint. That's the attraction, I think, with this gloss. So it's just probably going to make my lips shiny. It's not going to give them any color, but I use the liner first just to give them a bit of definition. And I tried this out when I got home yesterday, and it does have a plumping effect. I can definitely feel it. Oh yeah. It's not anything too crazy, but you can tell it's a plumping gloss. And then the last thing that I wanted to show you is I bought the Minty Fresh Cooling Cleanser from the e.l.f. Mint Melt collection. And I used this last night to take off my makeup. First I took off my eye makeup with my eye makeup remover. Then I washed my face with this, and it removed all the face makeup beautifully. This is a bit stronger though than what I normally use. I normally use the Cetaphil Gentle Cleanser, and because I'm used to a gentle cleanser, this was a bit drying, I would say. But I put a moisturizer on after that, and it was fine. So as long as you moisturize your face after you use this, it should be okay. And it does smell like chocolate mint, which is, part of the attraction, I think, with this collection is some of the pieces have that scent, which smells really good. So I don't think I'm going to use this every single night because I don't want my skin to get too dry. So I'll try using it every other night and see how it goes. And then, I may need to expand that to every third night or whatever. But I am glad I bought this. So I think I have everything from this collection with the exception of 3 lip glosses. There's a cloud puff thing that you can use with some of the products. I don't have that, and I don't have the face mask. But other than that, I think I have all the pieces now. But I do really like this collection, and I'm glad I picked up some more things. So that's it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thanks for watching.